Would Stoney be able to get at least one bogey if he played 18 holes on Wingfoot's U.S. Open layout? Now, I am a 20 handicap, bordering on 21. 67% said no. 33% said yes. And I think I could get one because I would place in these.
This was my favorite part of your show this morning, Stoney.
Yes.
It was easily my favorite part of the show, and I got to listen to quite a bit. And I was out for a walk, and I heard you say, could I get a bogey? Or could I break 120?
Yeah.
And you said, oh, yeah, I just play for bogeys.
Yeah.
I just play for bogeys. As if what keeps you from scoring well is your strategy.
Right.
If you change your strategy to just play for bogeys, you'll be fine. But your strategy is the problem, not your game.
Right.
It's not the physical part.
No,
you got that down.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can tell
but it's
by
your
my kid.
strategy that you could break 120 if I just play for bogeys.
Well, that was
Every
wrong.
single round I play, I'm trying to break 90, which is essentially bogey golf.
Right.
So I literally go through the scorecard
at
the beginning.
Yeah.
And I scratch out all the par fours and I make them par fives. And all the par fives, I make them par sixes. And all the par threes, I make them par fours. And I play the game as if that's my par.
Yeah.
And it's a totally mental game, right? Completely mental. But when I hit my first shot into behind a tree, I know I've got a shot to play with. So instead of trying to be a hero and shape it or something, I just chip it out in the fairway, knowing I've got a shot to work with to make my par.
That works?
It's a totally mental game, but it helps me.
It would not work for you, Jeff.
Try and keep my goal in mind.
I shot an 87 the other day. I don't care. I'm good.
What cracked me up
is
that you were like, no, I just play for bogeys. And I'm like, I try to play for bogeys, and I rarely break 90.
Right.
Rarely.
Well,
so it's not the strategy, Stoney. It's that you have no shot from the tips of bogeying one hole.
Yes, he does.
None.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Absolutely.
No, he doesn't.
Absolutely he does.
Not
Because,
a chance.
well, here's why. Because Stoney, he is hitting the ball straighter now as he gets older. He may not have distance, but he doesn't have to. All he has to do is get lucky enough on one of these
hole.
On one hole. Like, because put it this way, Doug, if you're playing to par threes and they're well over 200 yards at this point.
Yep.
He's not trying to hit the green.
Yeah.
He's basically laying up. So he's hitting 160 yards into a 230 yard par three, right?
Right.
Okay, so now he's got 70 yards left. Pros that doesn't even come into their mind thinking, okay, I'm going to play from 50 yards shy of the green.
Right.
So for Stoney, it's totally different. And now he's not in the rough. He's in the fairway that leads up to it that nobody hits into unless you're an amateur like Stoney is. So now he's just hoping to hit his chip shot, get it on the green, which he should be able to do.
For
and
18
hopefully get it close enough where he can two-putt, which is not easy.
The question is, for 18 holes, could at least I have one hole, whether it's a par 4 where I get on in 3, or a par 5 where I get on 4, or whatever, and
these
two
are amongst the toughest greens out there.
No,
sure,
I know.
you got one putt.
No,
he said two-putt. He said two-putt.
Doug,
that's
two-putt.
True. I would bet against you, Stoney. I would bet against Rieger. I would bet against Gator, and I would bet against me.
Now
All
I'll say
of
this.
us
Now I'll say
bogeying
this.
one hole on a U.S.
Can we go and just try it?
None.
Okay.
Doug, you got
None.
connections.
I
Why
would
don't you get us
love
on?
to get us on Wingfoot, and all of us play from the tips. One of us might, but I would bet against each and every one of us individually to do it.
I have played a U.S. Open course from the tips. I played at Pinehurst number 2 years ago. Okay?
Yep.
Now, was the rough was not overgrown like it is for the U.S. Open, and I get that, okay? I totally understand that. However, one thing Stoney mentioned is key, and that is to have some course knowledge of having a caddy. The caddy that I had at Pinehurst saved me at least 10 strokes. At least 10 strokes. And I broke 100 out there.
Wow.
And the course was under construction for the change that they had. And they didn't have the crazy rough, but the greens were still crazy tough. We played from don't laugh. We played from the tips. It was
Dude, Doug is so frustrated right now. You should have seen
yards.
his face
I don't have
when
it
he
up
said
on
you
me.
broke 100.
I did. I shot a 92. Actually, I did. I couldn't believe it. My friend parred the course from the tips. He parred the course from the tips. He's also a scratch golfer, but he did that.
Yes.
Okay, I'm talking about me.
Right.
And I did. If you keep it in the fairway, If you can keep it in the fairway, you've got a chance. And Doug should know that more than anybody.
But that's a huge
if. Because we talk about it all the time.
Because that's a huge if with me.
Wait, Doug, are you calling your partner a liar? Answer this question.
We'll talk more about this next.
Hey, this topic's going to carry the show the entire day.
Hey, Doug, more importantly.